The Dell multifunction printer can also provide fax capabilities if that is required. It's regardless of what environment that the printer is set up in. Either that is a USB printer to a laptop, or we have a wired network or a wireless network. The setup of the fax capability of it is the same and will always require a wired network connection. So we've got our pieces here that we're going to add to the setup. The ATA box, the phone cable, power supply for the ATA box, and then a Cat 5 cable for the ATA box itself. So we'll start by spinning the printer around here, and you'll see that in how the printer is currently set up, we're in a wired network environment, and how we're printing also. So we're just going to add a wired ATA box to provide the fax capability of it. So we'll start with the phone line cable that's going to run from the printer to the ATA box, which is the white cable here in this case. And we're going to plug that into the line connection, which is right above the power connection on the printer. And then the other end of the phone cable will plug into phone 1 on the ATA box. We'll spin the printer back around. And usually you'll put the ATA box, this is kind of on the back side here, it doesn't really need to have any interaction with people. But we're just going to run a Cat 5 cable from the ATA box now to the nearest available switch. In this case, it's on the table that we're at. So we're going to take a Cat 5 cable and connect it to the blue Internet port on the ATA box. And then the other end of that Cat 5 cable is going to run into the switch, and we're going to start at the lowest available number. In this case, it's number 2. And once we have those cables plugged in, we're going to add the power supply to the ATA box. Which plugs into the back side and then to the nearest power strip or wall outlet. Takes about a minute or so for the ATA box to boot up. You'll see some flashing lights, but essentially once you have a solid power light and the internet light is flashing a little bit, you should be good to go.